Peace and greetings, y'all. Peace and greetings. Welcome to my channel, the Common Denominator, reporting live. Oh yeah, reporting live. Man, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, my dear friends. Your spiritual friend in need, right here. I understand we are living in some very, very interesting times. And I'm gonna be honest. We don't have to see these times as trying. That could be the perception that we subject ourselves to, and always think that we have to be at odds. But I would like to tell you this: if the times are trying, then we must rise above trying with the times and realize that we can enjoy the process. We can enjoy the process. Once we realize that we can choose to be different characters in this great movie of life, then we see the trying times as an opportunity to be the best actor. If you choose to be the best villain, then we know how the story ends for most villains, in truth and in spirit. But if we say we want to be the good guys, then we're not always going to try to be good, because the more that we try to be good, eventually we just become the definition of good. And I think this makes sense as to why a lot of those who choose to embody evil resist doing good, because they know that once they start trying to do good, even the evil within them is going to completely be washed away. But we do have to see the process now as a game. See the process as a movie and be the best character. Not just to put up a front, but be the best character, because it's cool to be the best character. When we watch movies, we see the stories of the underdogs. We see the stories of those who, they go through their process and they're maltreated. And those are their trying times as well. But then it comes to the point where your trying times developed you into something that can withstand any storm. So now you're no longer complaining about the storm. And when you see the storm coming, you're no longer afraid, because you're now in the mind frame of understanding that you can maneuver. You don't have to be in a position where the storm is just going to come and ramshackle everything that you have labored for. You start to realize that you can shift. We don't have to subject our minds to thought processes that keep us in modes of existence that we don't feel are contributing to our betterment. When the reality of it all is, as we are going through our trying times, as we are being tried, and as we are trying in our trying times, we are being fashioned. We are being fashioned, especially once we become conscious of the fact that it is actually just a trying time that is meant to fashion you into gold, into something that can overcome any storm. Could you imagine what life would be if we did not have trials and tribulations? So with this in mind, we should not always consider every event that occurs in our lives to be that which is fashioned by the devil. But even if it is fashioned by the devil and you choose to play the character of the good guy, the good person, then you should know that you're going to overcome that situation. But we should be able to reflect, go within ourselves, see how our own thoughts create effects in our reality. See that indeed, in truth, although our reality contributes to a certain extent how we think and how we perceive ourselves, we do have it in us to now say, I'm not going to let this situation impact me negatively. I see what it's doing around me. I see things are breaking down around me. Thousands are falling besides me. 10,000s are falling besides me. But his grace is upon me. I am still standing. I am grateful. And I'm going to overcome. I'm going to conquer whatever it is that comes my way. Oh yeah, you best believe. That is the mentality that we have to have. We read scripture so we can pick up on the frequency that is going to enable us to be strong in all times. We read scripture so we could remind ourselves of the reality of the fact that we can definitely play roles that enable us to leave better examples for others. If not, what is the purpose of reading scripture if when trying times come, we are quick to run away? We are quick to get afraid. And that means that the power of the word did not become fully activated within us. So if we're going to spend time reading the word, that is because there is a time that is coming that we are going to have to prove that the word that we spent time studying is truly alive. It's alive in us. We worry about the end of days. A lot of people are so concerned. It is the end of the world. They're afraid. How can we grow in fear? We were put on this planet. How many people knew that they were going to be on this planet before they came? If you do know, or if you did know, drop your comments below. We got to talk. We got to connect. That way you could put me on to something. But if you did not know that you were going to be here and you found yourself here, then that means that while you were here, you have to take it upon yourself to learn as much as you can so you can maneuver through this great field of material existence, having fun through it, not miserable. Because misery is just man living under certain frequencies of thought that almost serve as chains. And freedom, liberation, is man living under frequencies of thought that have broken those chains. In fact, that have got him to realize that there were no chains initially, but it was just gaining the courage with the determination to shift from our initial point of view to experience a different perspective and a different perception. We are truly very, very grateful. I am grateful for all of y'all. Thank you so much for listening up until this very point. And I'm hoping that the word is kind of making some type of sense. It's, working in you as it is working in me. We have to encourage each other. These are the days when the word really has to prove to be in us, not just with us, as in we're always walking around with the Bible or always walking around with the Quran, Bhagavad Gita, the Buddha Sutras. No, this is now the time when the centuries and centuries and centuries of us studying and eating up this word, it is now the time for us to see the evidence of the power that this word is. Step out into the world. And whatever it is that comes to try you, to challenge you, you educate it, letting them know why it is good to be good. It feels good to be good. It feels good when others are good unto you. So we must transcend. We must transmute. We must transcend and we must transmute. I think that's a good place for us to cap this video at for today. Just remember, Your trying times are trying you to fashion you to be the very, very best. The very, very best in truth and in spirit. If you feel it, let me know below. If it's resonating with you, let me know below, for real. And not just let me know, start to step out. Knowing that you have the mantle of courage upon you. Step out. Be courageous in your community. Step out. Be courageous when you're interacting with your neighbors, when you're interacting with others. We should not be afraid. Even if the world was to end tomorrow, we should know that it ended with us living in communion, in community. Yes, we ended it. It ended with love. But we're not worried about that because we are grateful for this moment. We are grateful for the past, and we are grateful for whatever the future is going to bring. Are y'all not grateful? I'm grateful. Grateful for y'all. Thank you so much. I am the Common Denominator, your spiritual friend in need. We coming live. Much love.